We are building the top terms project from the YByte Python curriculum available at www.ybyte.in. Previously, we saw a little bit about CSV files, and we got this skyscrapers.csv file into a REPL that we would use to create the top terms game. I have created a Python file called tt.py for basically being my top terms game. Now we will move forward from here. The next step for us is to read this data into Python so that we can start, let's say, making use of it. So I'm just going to expand this here. We know that the file exists, so we don't need to see the file manager. For this purpose, I'm going to use a very interesting module which is available in Python called the CSV. So I'm just going to say, well, import for me, please CSV, and I'll just read the file that I have. So for that purpose, we can use the with statement, which is nice because we don't need to explicitly close the file. So what I'm going to say is that I'm going to say with, let's say, open, so the file name for me is skyscrapers, rapers.csv, comma, mode equals to, let's say, R. Now this stands for saying that, look, please open this file for me in the read mode because I want to read data out of it. So that's mode equals to R as file. Now we are going to use a very special method from this CSV module. Let me just write the statement here. So CSV file, let's say, is equal to CSV dot say dictreader. It's over here. Basically, it kind of reads the file in form of a dictionary. We'll see what this does. Very interesting. And I will just mention file. So basically what I'm telling Python interpreter is that, look, please open this file for me and read this using the dictreader format. Now the interesting bit happens when I convert this dictreader output into a list, and that's where I think we should be focusing on. I'm just going to say all cards are, well, list, let's say, of CSV file. Now from our point of view, all we need really is all the cards in the game to be appearing in a list, and this is what will happen at the end of this code. So let me just, let's say, read the CSV data and create a list of dictionaries. Remember, each building will, let's say, get represented like a dictionary, and all those buildings will be like items on a list. So we'll end up with a list of dictionaries. Again, let's see this working, because that's when this becomes more, real to us. So I just go and say Python 3, let's say -i tt.py. When I do this, it looks like nothing has happened. But in fact, if I look at all cards, this has become a mega list. If I look at the length of all cards, that is 30 cards because that's the buildings that I had. If I look at all cards, let's say 0, that is, well, this particular building. You can see that this building is a dictionary. For example, building name is so-and-so, the country is this, height is this, and so on and so forth, because what we have created here is a list of dictionaries, much similar to, what we had done, for example, in the laptop store, where every laptop was a dictionary and the entire inventory of the laptop store was a list of dictionaries. So very similar idea. Here, every card itself is a dictionary, and and the entire deck of cards, let's say, is a list. Makes perfect sense. Now, before I wrap this up, I just want you to realize how this dictreader function is actually worked. For that purpose, let's look at the keys of the dictionary and the values. Basically, the first row, which is the all the important attributes, for example, building name, country, height, and so on. Notice those have become the keys. So first row of this file has become the keys of the dictionaries, and the subsequent rows are all the values. So the data has already been, data has been kind of like, let's say, very nicely interpreted, parsed, so that it becomes a key value pair. So the first row becomes the keys, and hence every dictionary here has the same keys. Again, this is like laptop store, and every card here has different values because those are the different rows of the file, right? So now with this, our all cards data is available to us. We are going to make use of this further in the gameplay in the subsequent videos. I hope you found this useful and interesting. In general, if you think this way of learning, where we are applying concepts, we are making things work, and getting a better feel for them. If you think that appeals to you, look at our website www.ybyte.in, because we learn Python programming through such fun activities. Take care. Thank you so much. Bye bye.